Healing has its own timeline, though. Today is our second week of focusing on this series with the title, Deeper, Not More. A theme which has an impact or has meaning around healing as well. There's temptation to try to heal quickly, to heal more, to get to a place of not needing healing anymore. On the surface, maybe we dream of Jesus coming to us and healing our problems in a snap. Kind of like what happens in the story we heard Bethany read where Jesus heals this blind man. Only a closer look at this story shows that that's not exactly how it happens, even for Jesus and the blind man. Let's take a deeper look at the healing that happens in this story. First, we're told the blind man, it's his friends who bring him to Jesus, who's just arrived in their village. So the friends take the blind man to Jesus. But Jesus doesn't heal him right where they bring him. Instead, Jesus takes the man's hand and leads him out of the village, however long that walk might have been. So the man has to walk, guided by the hand of a stranger, to get out of the crowd, to get out of this village. That must have been an interesting journey that he made. One with some anticipation, maybe one with some uncertainty and apprehension as he walked with a stranger outside of the known town. And then once they're out there, Jesus puts spit on this man's eyes and asks him, "Can you see anything?" And as I'm reading that, I wonder, was Jesus questioning his ability to heal? Why did he ask this question? The man responds that he can see people, but that they look like trees walking. So his sight is better, but it's not fully restored. It's not fully healed yet. So Jesus puts his hands on the man's eyes a second time. And this time the man's sight is restored and he can see everything clearly. So why did it take a second try? Why this process? The final detail of the story says that Jesus specifically tells the man, don't go back to the village where you came from. Don't go back into that crowd of people who saw your friends bring you to me. But Jesus says, go home. It's not clear why he can't go back to that village. But maybe it's because another part of this healing, a third part of the healing, has something to do with going back to his family, back to his people, back to his home, the people who belong to him, to whom he belongs. Maybe it's because healing doesn't happen all at once, or even in 2 or 3 stages, but it's part of this process that Jesus has begun for him, that Jesus is inviting him into, that will then continue on from that moment as he journeys home. Maybe that moment of healing his eyes is the beginning of the rest of his journey.